think this is a game?
How you doing? Jane! Make sure he's dead.
What the? What the? The film follows Calm, a young man from rural Thailand who shares a deep,
almost sacred bond with his family's elephants, revered symbols of heritage, pride, and spiritual significance in his culture. Raised alongside them, Calm grows up under their quiet strength and unwavering presence. He lives a peaceful life with his father, caring for 2 elephants, Poor Yai, a majestic adult, and Corn, its playful calf. Their tranquil existence is disrupted when the elephants are selected to participate in the annual Songkran festival, an honor reserved for only the most esteemed animals, destined to be presented before the king. However, upon arriving at the festival gates, Calm is denied entry and told that only his father may proceed inside. Moments later, tragedy strikes. His father is brutally beaten to death, and the elephants are stolen by human traffickers. By the time Calm reaches the scene, the perpetrators have vanished without a trace. Driven by grief and fury, Calm storms a suspected hideout, dismantling his enemies with relentless precision. From one surviving captive, he extracts the truth. The elephants have been smuggled to Sydney by Johnny, a ruthless crime figure operating an international trafficking network. Without hesitation, Calm sets out alone to bring them back. Upon arriving in Sydney, Calm finds himself pursued by the police after a series of violent encounters by the driver.
Mark, we found Jimmy heading to Thai Town, requesting backup immediately.
A high-speed chase ends with his capture, but the situation escalates when Inspector Vincent intervenes, staging a deadly ambush that allows Calm to escape amid the chaos. Since he doesn't understand the streets of the city he has escaped from, Calm is captured again. Though briefly recaptured, he spots one of the traffickers on the street, seizing another opportunity to break free. He confronted the traffickers in the streets with unyielding force. Calm tracks them to a warehouse, where Johnny is in the middle of a tense deal with one of his clients. Without warning, he storms in, shattering the negotiation. The room erupts into chaos as the meeting collapses, and Calm launches into a relentless fight, taking on everyone in his path. After his relentless fighting, Calm is found sleeping on the streets and taken in by a kind woman who offers him refuge.
By morning, however, the police track him down, accusing him of involvement in a suspected murder. Acting on instinct,
Calm escapes through a window and vanishes into the city. Driven by urgency, he infiltrates a sprawling, multi-level restaurant that secretly serves as the headquarters of a powerful crime syndicate. Inside, the operation is led by
Madame Rose, a ruthless crime lord with a disturbing obsession with endangered animals. Moving with precision and fury, Calm dismantles the building's security forces one by one,
ascending floor after floor in a relentless, unbroken chain of combat.
Yeah. What? That?
As he pushes deeper inside, Johnny taunts him, revealing a horrifying truth. The syndicate is slaughtering elephants to create exotic dishes for wealthy elites. The revelation ignites something primal within Calm. His mission shifts, from rescue to vengeance. After defeating Johnny, Calm uncovers a disturbing truth hidden within the restaurant's walls. Animals are being secretly captured and confined inside the building, destined to be turned into delicacies for its elite clientele. As the realization dawns on him,
the polished facade of the establishment crumbles, revealing a dark, ruthless operation beneath its refined exterior.
While searching the building, Calm discovers Officer Mark being held captive, and a lot of girls held inside for prostitutional activities. He frees him, and the two form an uneasy alliance. During their escape and subsequent hideout conversation, Calm learns that his young elephant is being kept somewhere inside the complex. Together, they manage to escape and seek refuge in a nearby temple. But safety proves fleeting. Madame Rose's influence runs deep. Inspector Vincent, a corrupt officer in her service, storms the temple with brutal force, leaving destruction in his wake. By the time Calm and Mark return, the temple lies in ruins, its guardians beaten and broken. Enraged, Calm confronts one of the remaining attackers in a fierce clash. Soon after, Madame Rose holds a public press conference to assert her dominance. In a bold and defiant move, Calm storms the event, wielding a symbolic token and demanding the return of his elephant. Chaos erupts. Calm unleashes his devastating fighting skills against waves of syndicate enforcers, while Officer Mark joins the fray with relentless gunfire.
Put the gun down. Put the gun down! Johnny, put down the gun!
Amid the turmoil, Vincent is finally brought down. Calm presses on, infiltrating Madame Rose's private stronghold. There, he faces the ultimate horror. His beloved elephant has already been killed, its remains reduced to a macabre display. Consumed by grief and fury, Calm turns into an unstoppable force, taking down every opponent in his path. And her elite enforcers, massive, battle-hardened fighters bred for destruction. Despite overwhelming odds, Calm prevails through speed, precision, and unyielding determination, bringing his brutal journey to its climactic end. At last, Calm brought down the powerful syndicate, dismantling their empire piece by piece,
and rescued his young elephant, Corn, from their grasp. What began as a relentless pursuit ended in a hard-fought victory. Thank you for watching this intense journey unfold. If you'd like to see more gripping stories like this, be sure to subscribe and leave a like. Until next time, goodbye.